Finally, Europe has opened their market to Indian companies. The free trade agreement or FTA with Europe has happened. It is called mother of all agreement. Indian government has signed this deal with European Union. This EU-India FTA is a huge opportunity for Indian companies. No doubt about it. But, there is a catch. Are our companies, Indian MSMEs, ready to take this opportunity? Can they sell to Europe market straightway? We will examine in this video. Before jumping into details, let us first understand what is this free trade agreement. Free trade agreement happens between two or more countries or economic blocs to reduce or eliminate barriers for the exchange of goods and services so that business can happen easily. For example, an Indian company exports pickles to an European Union country, say Germany. The tax imposed by EU on processed food was up to 25%. Now it will become 0%. So the demand for Indian pickles will increase and Indian companies will get more business. Same way, in garments, the tax will be reduced from 12% to 0%. Leather goods, it will be reduced from maximum 17% to 0%. I have given an indicative list with categories and how much tariff will be reduced in each category. From garments, chemicals to electronics in the description. Please see that. Second, let us understand how big the EU market is. It is really big. European Union has 27 countries with a total population of around 45 crores. And the combined GDP of EU in 2024-25 was close to 19 trillion US dollar. That means it is roughly 4 times bigger than Indian economy. Their average GDP per capita is roughly 35,000 US dollar, where in India it is only 2,600 US dollar. That means the income per person in EU is 13 times more than Indian person on an average. Therefore, the purchasing power of each person in Europe is much higher than India. However, the bigger question is, are Indian companies, particularly the MSMEs, are ready to take this opportunity? Here we need to understand one thing, that the European market is large, but at the same time, they are very quality conscious and very strict. They don't buy cheaper quality products. They buy safe, certified, transparent, and more importantly, sustainable products. On the positive side, let us understand how the MSMEs will get benefit from this FTA and how they can sell in European market. First, the indirect way. The large Indian companies that are already exporting textiles, leather goods, medicines, electronics to Europe will get more business, and in return, they will buy more from MSMEs. The second indirect way will be the large European companies like supermarkets will buy directly from Indian MSMEs. In the third way, the MSMEs can explore to the Europe market and sell directly to the European clients. However, in all these three cases, the buyers will ask more certifications and ask more information from the MSMEs before buying. The buyers will come to see the factories and will understand the processes by themselves to see whether the certificates and informations are correct. Not only the product quality, but also how it is produced. Is clean energy is used or not? How the water is used? How the waste is managed? Is proper wages are paid to employees? Are they treated well? Is child labor is used? Is women get employed? All these things. Now you will ask what kind of certificates will be required. Depending on the product category, certificates will vary. First is a certificate of origin that shows that products are manufactured in India. This is a must. Without this, customs will not reduce tariff. Second is ISO 9001 for quality management system, which shows that quality control processes are there in the company. Without this, the company will not qualify to supply any goods. Third is ISO 14001 for environmental management system that shows that environmental impacts in air, water, waste are maintained systematically. The fourth is ISO 45001 for occupational health and safety. This is important to show that workplace is safe and employees are protected. Social compliance audits like SA 8000 to show the responsible treatment of workers and ethical business practices. There are many more. For example, ISO 22000 for food and beverages, GMP for pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, and some food products for safety and traceability. Since this is a long list, I have given a list of certificates for MSMEs in the description. Please see this. The EU-India FTA is not just a trade deal. It is the mother of all deals. Indian MSMEs can access to a market where 45 crore people who have good money in their pockets can buy Indian products at a very cheaper rate. This is a very good opportunity for Indian MSMEs. And by now, you can also understand that to grab this opportunity, there are certain processes you need to follow. These processes ultimately make your company more sustainable. So, this is a chance for MSMEs to start adopting sustainable practices and make it more profitable. Some wise person rightly said, "Chance always favors the prepared mind." Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel and tell us about your experiences with sustainability. We'll make videos based on your requirements and looking forward to see you in our next video. Thank you.